like this new setup I have now. I have like everything in front of me, so I don't have to like look to my right to see you. Like Discord's in front of me.
Nice.
Yeah, it's real nice. It's kind of nice actually having just because I used to have 2 PCs. I would have one for gaming and one for streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Since we've been having so much like internet issues, like I've been just using the one PC. It's actually been kind of nice having just the one. But I'm still not seeing TWAB.
Yeah, I guess one get posted. Okay, let's start. Greetings, Guardians, and welcome to the Voices of the Vanguard. Today I have with me Sully from Sully and Kane. Say hello, Sully.
Hello, everyone.
And you have me, your host, Thomas, aka Kane. You can find me on Twitter, CSG Thomas.
TWAB's up.
TWAB's up! Perfect timing. Let's get right into the TWAB then, since it just literally came up. What's it about? I still don't see it. Weird. Sully, what?
Iron Man. I'm on Bungie.net, so.
Yeah, I just refreshed it, and there's no.
Go to Destiny. Are you on All News or are you on Destiny?
I'm on Bungie.net.
Alright, then there should be like tabs like right below, and it should have like All News, Destiny, Bungie, Community, and Updates. See that?
Can you just give me the link to it, please?
Yeah, I can do that. Copy.
I'm gonna minimize this here real quick. Alright, this week at Bungie, the hunt is on. Heroic Nightmare Hunts went live this week. Guardians must confront familiar foes from their past along with powerful champions. Will become more challenging over the next few weeks as the additional difficulties unlock. Keep a lookout as the new nightmares emerge from for the Legend and Master Hunts. That wasn't the only event that started up this week. The Vex didn't take too kindly to us venturing into the Black Garden. They have begun their own invasion and can be found mobilizing on the moon. Fight off the Vex in our new 6-player activity, Vex Offensive. It's available now for all Season Pass owners. So yeah, let's just stop there and talk about Vex Offensive.
Yeah, no, well, and we can even talk about the Nightmare Hunts.
Yeah, Nightmare Hunts, stuff like that, so.
Yeah.
How are you finding the Vex Offensive? I find it to be, kind of like the Menagerie where it's fairly easy. It does seem like there might be a fail state somewhere, like there's a timer. Maybe if you don't kill them all in a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely feel like it is cool. Like it's like nice free content. Like, but it is a little repetitive, and it definitely needs to be more challenging. There needs to be like a heroic, where like with the Menagerie, normal has matchmaking and maybe heroic doesn't, whatnot. But it definitely is, I think, a little too easy in my opinion.
Yeah, because all you're doing is just killing a bunch of Vex and then shooting some crystals, and then you do the same thing at the boss where you kill a Vex, get his shield down.
Yep.
Like the Menagerie is way more involved than this is. Like there's a bunch of different stuff in the Menagerie, like, and it's also like random at times. Like there's 5 set things, but they're all random if you do normal.
Yep.
So I don't know. I can't. Well, if they do bring in a heroic, which I can see them doing because they're doing that with literally everything. They just have to make the rewards worth it, as well as difficulty. Because like the Menagerie rewards for heroic Menagerie, not really worth it. All you get is the sword and the Izanagi Burden. So like just do that until you get the catalyst. And I've only ever done it once, and I got the catalyst. So like. I probably won't do it again unless you guys ask.
I mean, probably not gonna happen, but like it would actually be kind of cool for them to do like a heroic Vex Offensive. Is there like supposed to be like a rotation? Because there's like 3 locations, correct? On the map?
For the Vex
The
offensive?
Vex. Yeah.
I think you're talking about the invasions. The
Those are the
gateways.
invasions.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, I think it would be really cool to see them do a heroic Vex offensive and maybe have a quest line and bring back Vex Mythic class.
Yeah, sure.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
To bring back and give people a reason to hop in and play Vex offensive.
Yeah.
It's cool. Like it definitely is really repetitive, and I'm just kind of like, I'll do 1 or 2 of these. I'll run a few of them until I get my weekly done, and then I don't touch it.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Yeah.
And for the nightmare hunts, again, same kind of thing. Like the heroic versions
Yeah.
are kind of they have matchmaking on, so it's like there's no real notice in increase in difficulty for me at all.
Well, I don't think. Do you even really get anything for the heroic
The only
at
thing
the
you
end?
get from heroic is like mods for like nightmares. Like,
Because I was like,
yeah.
I ran 1 or 2 of them yesterday, and I'm like, really? Like, what's the point here? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, and they're fun. Like, I just wish like maybe they'd be like a little bit more challenging, or like maybe
It's just
there
missing that
was
one
like
thing,
an incentive to do it. Like maybe have like really good loot.
Yeah.
That would possibility of dropping.
Well, as they unlock the legend and master hunts, maybe they'll have something more to it. Like it's just missing like a little extra spice, you know. I think.
Oh yeah,
I think the fact
I'm
that they're
right there
gonna
with you.
make like exotics. I think they're making exotics drop for them, right? In the next ones, legend and master.
Maybe.
Yeah, because
Hopefully there's a
nightfalls
reason.
are like that. The harder the nightfall, more common exotics will drop, right? So something like that might be more encouraging. All right. Anything else? We can move on.
I think we can move on from
Okay.
that. I mean,
Too heavy. Earlier this week, we issued a server-side change to reduce the amount of heavy ammo spawning in the Crucible. The change affected Control, Clash, and Supremacy. We also have heavy ammo changes planned for 3v3 Survival in the future update. There's an article about the full details. Yeah, I noticed that the heavy was dropping like insane amount of times, and the game just ended up just being camp heavy.
yeah, I'm happy that they made that change.
Yeah, and I noticed it in the survival as well. I was like, oh yeah, this is just camp heavy.
Yeah, so that's definitely a good move on, I think, Bungie's part, and they're quick with the
I don't think it
change,
was
so.
intended. I think they made a mistake. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, maybe, and then maybe that's something that they had out in the test servers, but then once it got to going live, they noticed that real quick with us Guardians, out there camping.
experimentation with the 3v3 elimination game mode is ongoing in the Crucible Labs.
I need to try this.
I haven't touched
I've yet
Crucible
to-
Labs yet.
I need to get on it.
The first settings we deployed saw heavy ammo spawning 90 seconds into every round. Revet tokens were also enabled. There was a bug causing heavy ammo to spawn instantly, but we were able to get that fixed. This week, these settings were slightly adjusted. Instead of receiving revive tokens, players can revive as many times as they are able, but the revive timer grows longer each time a player goes down.
Yeah, I don't like having... I'm sorry to interrupt you there. But I don't really like having the revive tokens for elimination. I think it should be you're able to revive as many times as possible. Just for the case of... most likely we will be seeing trials back, I think. And there's definitely going to be people doing trials carries on the weekends, and I just feel like having the revive tokens will make that really annoying for the people doing carries.
2 additional configurations will be introduced in the weeks to come. Our plan is to gather feedback you like the best. If you played Elimination back in D1, next week's settings might be familiar to you. Next up, we have the Iron Banner starting on October 15th, 10 a.m. Pacific. Lord Saladin is about to make his first appearance in the Season of Undying. Grave fires of the Iron Banner will burn again as Guardians face off against each other for bragging rights and new rewards.
I mean, that armor's pretty fucking sick.
It looks pretty damn good, yeah. This is probably the best looking armor that they've had for Iron Banner, honestly. And the new armor set is called Iron Will. Where you gain rewards for Iron Banner is changing this season. Last season they had a quest line that you had to do. There is a new seasonal pursuit which must be completed prior to being able to turn in tokens to purchase packages, so I guess it was kind of like last season apparently. This pursuit is character based, just like the last one. Each step of the pursuit awards Iron Banner weapons and armor, so it's either or. I think the last time it was just armor, right?
Yeah, it was just armor.
Most of the objectives within the pursuit track progress at any point during the Season of the Undying. Even if you have not yet acquired the pursuit, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Until the seasonal pursuit has been completed, all rewards will be obtained from completing matches and bounties. All rewards are weapons until seasonal pursuit is complete. So you can't get your armor by doing bounties until it's done. Pursuit's done.
It's kind of odd.
Yeah, I guess they want you to do the pursuit in order to get the armor, not just try and get the armor. The existing 7 bounties that offered powerful rewards have been adjusted to offer pinnacle rewards, 960 power max, but only 4 are available per event. So only 4 pinnacle rewards for each event.
It's not too bad. Don't mind that.
We are tracking a bug in which 4 bounties offered as pinnacle rewards rotate each day, allowing more than 4 to be completed during a single event. So there's a bug where you can get more powerful than they intend.
Awesome. Shocker.
So,
bug in a game? No way.
Exploit that, guys. Because Iron Banner has its own version of control, heavy ammo spawning changes we have made early this week will not be reflected in the Iron Banner, so that's not great. We are planning to make this change in the future update before the next event. Okay.
I'll go control those.
Last Saturday, the race began to complete Garden of Salvation, the newest SA2 raid. As is tradition, players prepared the best they could and waited at the starting line to see if they could rise above the rest and finish first. Rushed on as fire teams fought their way through the mysterious Black Garden, reaching the final boss was only the beginning as several teams all stacked up and began to try and put the pieces together to be the first to take it down. In the end, Clan Ascend emerged victorious. Congratulations. Finishing on an astonishing 2 minutes before the second team. We asked them to share a bit about their experience. Ascend says, "Our clan was built with the intention of going hardcore on Destiny 2 raids. We were founded back in Forsaken a month before Scourge of the Past was about to go live. So they're a fairly new clan, apparently."
Yeah, I want to I'll go in a little bit more details about... Oh, damn, I'll let you finish this part and I'll kind of go in on some stuff.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep reading. Since then, we have been doing speedruns, world first attempts, as well as low man and low light challenges. Our ritual was to do a lot of previous raids under-leveled while making sure we focus on executing the mechanics as smoothly as possible. We have achieved 4th spot on Scourge of the Past and 9th spot on Crown of Sorrow. And now finally we have gotten our world first that we have been putting so much effort in together. The clan is trying to focus on a very small community that enjoys playing and interacting with each other, so we can push each other further than we have gotten before and ascend together to the top. Want me to keep going?
Yeah, I'll let you just finish all their quotes.
Okay, yeah. Practice how you play, that's smart. What were some of your favorite moments during the raid? So Sen says, first of all, the stunning scenery. Honestly, this raid is so beautiful. The tether mechanic was awesome, even though it got hectic at times figuring out encounters. together as a team is always fun, and then executing them as little depths as possible is just always a great time. See, I actually don't really like the look of the raid. I don't know. It's like,
Really? I do.
yeah, like I guess it's different than like the other raids that have been out. It's just
It
feels
is.
so.
I think it's.
Go ahead.
Go on.
Yeah, no, you go.
I really like it a lot. I think it actually looks really cool, and especially with after the first encounter and you're going into the second encounter, and we're on like the branches and like down below. It looks fucking gorgeous. I think. I don't know. I really enjoy the visuals for this.
Yeah, that's fair. I just want to like just explain a little bit more on my side. It just looks very like generic, I guess, like pretty bland to me. It's like we've only gotten up to the second encounter, and the second encounter just reminded me of Mercury and like that maze, like the Vex had in the Mercury adventures.
Yeah.
So it just reminded me of that. I was like, oh, they're just doing this again. So I don't know. Like everyone I talk to says it looks great, love the scenery, all that stuff. So could just
Maybe
be
once
me.
we get, once we maybe get further into the game, because like, have you seen the boss fight?
I have, like, I've seen people play it. Yeah, I just haven't been there
So, I mean, that looks really cool, especially like when you get teleported and you go into like the next area. Like, I think that area looks pretty cool too. But all right, I'll let you continue.
Anything else you'd like to say as a team? Thanks to everyone for stopping by and giving us love after the clear. Thanks to all the big streamers that we look up to who came to spread the love. Thanks for all the compliments that we have gotten. It's honestly still unbelievable that we achieved this, especially because it was such a super close and intense race with reality. And of course, thank you to Bunchy for making the race possible. Alright, you got...
Honestly, we went in. This was probably, I think this was like my first day one raid with like a legit like plan, and like we definitely struggled. Like we were definitely under level, and we definitely I think need to continue to like.
I don't think we're under level. I thought it was just like, since the contest modifier is on, everyone is 900, right? So it doesn't matter what your level was above that.
Think what.
No?
Whatever. Well, it's the first encounter 900.
No, that's the whole point, was that everyone's at 900. Like,
I think
capped at 900 for the entire raid until the boss, then it goes 920. That's how I...
Okay, that's what it was. Okay, because whatever that encounter is, I think that's what your power is. And then if you're below that power, you're just below that power, I think.
And then they have the recommendation for the raid was like 940, so we were like 40 levels underpowered, and so we had a lot of problems with the Cyclopses. They just kept one-shotting us over and over.
But what I want to say though is like I definitely thought like we were on that part for way too fucking long, and like I felt like we all, I felt like we all, nobody like lost their cool. Like we were all.
Well, we knew what to do. We were just like trying to figure out how to get past like the 60 Cyclopses at the end of that first encounter. We really should have thought about the invisibility right away. Like that.
Yeah.
That was huge. I don't know why we didn't think of that.
But I definitely think the raid team that we did have, I think, could definitely do a day one raid clear. I don't know necessarily we could make a run for World's First.
No.
But we could definitely clear a raid in day one. But, I mean, kind of going back, King Gathalion, he tweeted out, like, that next day about the World's First run, and now it's basically, it is coming down to, the main thing is chemistry with the raid team. Like, if you want a chance to do World's First, you need to have good chemistry. So if we can stick together with that team that we ran with that Saturday, I mean,
yeah,
we're all still fairly new in getting back into hardcore with raiding, except for maybe Quam and Ninja.
Yeah.
I would say have been. the hardcore raiders. So if we can be consistent, we can definitely do a day 1 clear. I think that first 24 hours for the next raid.
Yeah. Again, it was just like we didn't think about trying to get past, like trying to cheese that the end part of the first encounter.
Yeah.
You always thought it's like, okay, we'll have 2 guys stay back, snipe the Cyclopses, have you guys go up. But no, it's like we didn't have time. People just got one-shotted instantly. So doing invis and like running was the go-to move.
Yeah. So, but congrats to Ensign with the world's first. I will be seeing them at Gamers Community Expo getting their belts next year. So congrats.
Congrats. Some Moon Patrol. We need help getting most out of our lunar excursions. Player support has info you need. Destiny 2 hotfix 2.6.0.3. This week we deployed the hotfix to players on all platforms. It's targeted an emergent issue where players participating in equipment locked activities would not receive the Gate Lord's Eye artifact when claiming it at season rank 7, so like a Nightfall. As with all updates and hotfixes, players should follow Bungie at Help, Twitter. Destiny 2 known issues, in addition to support resources above Destiny player support monitors, player reports on our local help forum. I'm trying to see if there's anything here. Listed below is a selection of issues that have been reported by players. Players may encounter crashes in the Gofan and Forge. Enhanced EDZ quest is no longer available to veteran characters. Excess Black Nessus quest cannot be reclaimed if abandoned. Some players who create a new character right before October 1st will be at 0 power when logging in. To resolve this, the players will need to delete their affected character and create a new one. Show me what you got achievement trophy can no longer be unlocked on characters created prior to Shadowkeep. It can only be unlocked creating a new character and proceeding through the new light experience. The perks for Lunafaction boots do not describe their updated functionality, so that's a big one. The Scan Patrol Triumph won't gain progress if scans are completed in the Chasm area on the moon. So there you go. There's your hotfixes.
They still need a fix on PC when you're grouped up and you can't launch an activity. Like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think he said it has something to do with like screen resolutions or something. I can't remember. Like they said it a while back.
That is something that needs to be fixed ASAP. That's one of
that bug's been around for like since Forsaken.
A while. I mean, I remember sometimes it took us longer to launch a raid than to finish the raid. Like, jeez.
Yeah.
Popped corn.
So yeah, I actually tried to do some New Light on console, just to see what the experience was like, and it's really weird. Like you do the first like Cosmodrome mission, and then you go to the tower, and then you just talk to the vendors to know who they are, and then you go to Earth, and then you just do the adventures on Earth until you have enough XP to go to the next planet. Like I don't think there's actual like Red War missions in it anymore, which is weird.
That is kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's really weird. I need to play a little bit more with that. Like, I'm not gonna grind in it, basically, but I'm just gonna, like, 30 minutes before bed, I'll hop on and, like, do a mission or two and just see where that takes me, because it's really weird, the New Light. They should have just made it, like, the Destiny 2 campaign, and then, like, you unlock the Warmind and Mercury campaign.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Alright, so you have anything else you want to talk about?
I think, man. I don't think so. There really isn't. I really haven't played this much this week, just because with work, and I've just been tired after work.
Yeah.
And the stuff I have been playing, it's just been kind of grinding hours. I think, I mean, so far, man, like the content that they do keep coming out with Shadowkeep, I've really enjoyed. I mean, there's definitely things I wish that was maybe a little bit better with some of the stuff, like with the nightmare hunts and
Yeah.
Vex offensive, but like it's all enjoyable content, which is really nice.
I'm looking to do the more powerful Nightfalls later tonight with Mike and maybe Quam, depending on the time. So I'm looking forward to doing that and see how that is. You wanted to talk about Eris Morn, right? And like her stuff?
Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing what happens with. Because I'm assuming everything, all the things that we kind of get the quest line every Tuesday that we get from her, we collect like an object. And I'm assuming it's stuff from her fire team that died while trying to fight Crota in the Dark Below.
Like the necklace and...
Yeah, I can't remember what the next thing was, because I'm assuming the 5 nightmares that are around her were her fire team.
Well, wasn't Tolan part of her fire team?
I don't know if he was or not.
I'm pretty sure he was, because he's all about the hive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's obsessed,
So, I'd be interested to see what happens after we give her the 5 pieces. If there's like maybe like a new, like kind of like some more missions, because I feel like even though like Shadowkeep launch, like they aren't like releasing everything at once. They kind of want to stagger everything. Like the majority of the content came out October 1st, and I feel like we'll kind of get a mission here and there.
They're doing the same thing that they did with Forsaken, where they give you like the story up front, and then like the stuff that unravels weeks after. So yeah, it worked for Forsaken. Might as well keep doing it, right?
No, I definitely like it because it kind of keeps you coming back, and especially now with how they want to kind of have like the Destiny universe is supposed to like evolve throughout the season.
Yeah.
So hopefully some of this stuff kind of leads into what we'll see next season. So be interesting to see what happens with that.
All right. So that's going to do it for us at Voices of the Vanguard. Sully, where can people find you?
You can find me on Mixer, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at Sully Games.
And you can find me, your host, Thomas, on Twitter, CSG Thomas. You can email me, thomas@chargeshot.com. You can always check out the clan. I have a link on our website, chargeshot.com, so let's go to the main website. It'll be on the right-hand side.
Awesome.
So until then, guys, eyes down, Guardian.